Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Thursday the 3rd of December 2020 and we're discussing some interesting news concerning new gold discoveries in North Wales and why we believe this relatively small but new find may be indicative across the whole of the globe. Let's discover why. Now, before we look at mining in Wales, just a brief mention that earlier today we published a video entitled "Losing My Bitcoin Wallet May Have Cost Me $10,000", where we highlighted one of the disadvantages of investing in Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency for that matter compared with precious metals. And we've placed a link to this in the description box below, together with an earlier video that we produced 2 days ago entitled Bitcoin 101, Bitcoin Reaches All-Time High. And both of these will hopefully be of interest to those who themselves are potentially interested in investing in Bitcoin or at least following the Bitcoin investment path. Now back to gold discoveries. A couple of months ago, we started a series entitled Peak Gold, or to be more precise, Are We Reaching Peak Gold?, of which we published 5 episodes. And again, we've provided links below. Now, one of the aspects we covered in the series was that whilst there is almost an unlimited supply of gold in the ground, the issue was more to do with the cost of extraction in addition to discovery, and whether such costs would make a mine viable or not. And of course, one of the key determinants of that is the price of gold. Now this week we've seen a survey which actually typifies why an increase in the price of gold can lead to more mining discoveries. And a UK-based example is in the form of a company called Clogau Gold, which mines in North Wales within the United Kingdom. So what we'd like to do is to look at an article published by Bullion by Post back in 2019 and then follow that with another article which they published in fact today, showing that Clogau Gold have actually discovered new reserves. Let's just take a look at those two articles. They are relatively brief. Bullion by Post article dated 1st of May 2019. Headline: Very significant samples found at Welsh gold mine site. Gold sampling at a decommissioned Welsh mining site have proved to be very significant, according to Alba Mineral Resources, who own the Clogau St David mine in the Dolgellau mining belt, North Wales. The Clogau gold mine has historically produced 80,000 ounces of gold, and as of last July is 90% owned by Alba. The group has a permit for investigation purposes, and geologists have been assessing the area for signs of gold. Data produced for shareholders and published on Monday shows that 525 soil samples have been taken in and around the Clogau mine within the past month. The samples in turn have shown that the grading of the gold is significantly better than that previously mined at the site. The company was also excited to reveal that the gold found was in areas not associated with the historic mine workings. Alba's chief executive George Frangiskides said in the statement, "These results are really exciting. We have identified multiple gold anomalies along an expanding strike extent of the Dolgellau gold belt, with some of those anomalies occurring in areas where there are no significant historic mine workings. This is potentially very significant, in that it supports what we've been saying since the beginning of our involvement at Clogau, which is that the Dolgellau gold belt is a vastly underexplored region, and as such there is a strong possibility of unearthing significant new areas of gold mineralization, as well as potential extensions to the areas of previously exploited high-grade mineralization." Geologists for Alba Mineral Resources have sampled 4 of the 7-mile Dolgellau mining belt and intend to finish a programme of 1,200 samples within the next month. Already workers have been brought in to the Clogau mine this week to begin rehabilitation work on the upper level, known as Tîn y Cornel. Their task is to rebuild and reinforce the tunnelling connecting the upper level and the lower level. Chechfreit Adit. The work will also mean ladder linking, fencing and fixing flooring along the 60-metre tunnel, which according to former miners is near vertical. Exploration is allowed under their existing permit, but any further work requires approval of the Snowdonia National Park Authority, though Frangisguides confirmed the firm had put in the pre-application as a precursor to a full planning application later this year. Bullion by post. Headline: Welsh mine find most significant discovery in decades. Dated 3rd of December 2020. The Clogau St David's mine in Wales looks set to continue producing Welsh gold following the discovery of an exciting new extension to the main lode. Alba Mineral Resources plc, who operate the mine near Dolgellau, announced the news that a recent drilling programme found a new branch of the main lode and returned significant gold assays in places. The news comes 18 months after similar significant finds by the Clogau gold mine and demonstrate the scale of gold reserves still to be mined in Wales. The main lode has been described as the most prolific producer of gold historically for the mine, and the discovery that the lode has more reserves has been heralded by Alba's executive chairman, George Frangisguides, as the most significant discovery at the mine in many decades. The programme took place over the course of 2 months and involved drilling 7 underground drill holes across a distance of just over 500 metres. Impressively, all 7 drill holes intersected with the quartz veins that hold the precious gold in varying grades, meaning a potential 0.5 kilometre gold vein to begin mining. Further drilling is now expected to take place in Q1 of 2021 and will cover a distance of 2 kilometres to confirm the full scope of the discovery, and could find even more gold. But Alba were quick to caution that COVID-19 could impact future timescales depending on any new restrictions introduced by the Welsh Government. As a smaller landmass, gold mining in the UK is a relatively small endeavour. But with prices rising significantly this year, more companies are investing in exploration of untapped reserves, particularly in Wales and Scotland. Finds like this at Clogau could help to build a new British gold rush in the years ahead. End of article. So, great news for Clogau Gold, and for any other miner or mining firm which has been waiting for some years for the gold price to rise sufficiently to enable them to venture further with looking for additional deposits. Now, if this shows or proves anything, it shows that companies are willing to invest in R&D at the right price, and the irony, of course, is that the recent rise in prices will lead to more discoveries or reopening of previously closed mines, which will lead to more gold being extracted and unfortunately reduce the potential price rise in the medium to long term, or at least reduce the potential of a dramatic price rise in the medium to long term. Because, of course, as more gold is discovered, that has to be compared with demand, and therefore the price resonates in accordance with the supply and demand curves. Though we will have to confess, we still believe gold has a significant way to go before we get to that sort of level. What do you think? Do share your thoughts below, and meanwhile, thank you so much for listening, And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel, not forgetting to press the bell sign so you're notified of our videos as and when they're published. And if you haven't done so already, please pop along to our Richard and Greg channel to have a look at what we're producing there. And we've placed a link also to that in the description box below. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative. And if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. Please ensure that you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell sign so that you are notified of any future videos. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe either as a free or paying member for regular email updates and offers. Disclaimer: Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.